Hello YouTube and welcome to another episode of my F1 2013 1990s career. We are in Estoril in one of the F1 classic circuits. We've got 18 laps to go around this beauty, and if you watch the top lap, once again we're in first place. But nevertheless, Mansell is still in second place, Villeneuve in third, and Irvine in fourth on the starting grid. So let's get straight to it and go racing. Of course, we made a mistake in Bahrain, bringing us to fourth place. There are still points up for grabs here. There is still chance for the other competitors, Nigel Mansell mainly, to grab some points back. And we are racing, and off we go. Mansell is on the outside, keeping nice and steady there, but he seems to be holding quite nicely as we come down to the first corner. He starts to pull back though, and he's out of those arrows, or the indicators that you get. Coming down to the first corner, and we are hammering ahead. Went a bit too deep into that corner though. That's going to cost us a bit of time. And we have gone way too fast. Bit hot-headed into the first lap, which has cost us a lot of time. Nigel Mansell's taking advantage, and he's closed that gap up again that we had in the beginning of this race. And he's 1.2 seconds behind at the moment. Onto the grass there as we come to the end of lap 1, skidding through that tight left hand kink, and now we've just got to work the throttle out as we come into the long straight. Nigel Mansell is close behind still. It's just basically me and him up the front at the moment, and he's using that slipstream well. He's got down to 0.5 seconds. Other than driving in the 1980s car, I have got no experience here whatsoever, other than the hot lap that I did for qualifying. And we've gone wide again. We really need to sort that corner out, but Mansell's coming down behind us. Jesus, he's close. This actually might be a fight for this race. Going to go into rich mode, try and open a scout in between us and Mansell, which has already gone down to 1 whole second. So we are doing well. Steering with one hand, do a little bit of Ayrton Senna stuff. And for once we've still gone wide on that corner. That corner is just so devious here. Looks like you can take it faster, but in fact you can't. It's very slow indeed. I've noticed that Mansell dives into that corner a lot more than what I do. But then I get better drive out down the hill. And we're coming across the line now into the 4th lap, and we're already going in for a pit stop. Obviously with the classic tracks you have to do more pit stops because the tyre wear here is just beyond belief. Right, let's try and get this corner right, shall we? There we go, we've got it. Mansell is actually really competitive here though this time. It is kind of neck and neck in terms of pace. He's faster in some sectors, I'm faster in the others. Kind of cut across him there though, but he shit himself. Here we go, we've got to go into the pits now. If I remember correctly, it's a bit of a dodgy one. And Mansell is close behind. Both Irvine and Villeneuve go into first and second place. And you've got a lot of cars coming in now. Nigel Mansell has just gone in behind us, and in we go into our pit lane. Come on boys, we've got to do it fast. Coming in 2, 3, 4 seconds, 5 second pit stop. Mansell goes through and we are behind him. And Mansell going really slow on the exit there. Just had to take evasive manoeuvre just to avoid crashing into the back of him. And the cold tyres are taking their toll.
The car ahead is running on the prime tyre. We have an advantage here.
And it looks like Mansell's going for a longer stint in the middle of his race.
Lap times are looking good.
So he can have a good sprint on low fuel levels at the end. But only time will tell if that was a good move for him or not, but he's definitely getting the pace at the moment.
To be running in fuel conservation mode. His times will be slightly slower than normal.
Missed my rich fuel there and cost me a lot of time in regards to revving the engine. Coming down now into another lap, but we are catching up Mansell quite substantially here into his slipstream. We're only 0.3 seconds behind, revving it as much as we can. Got to break down and come off the gas as we come into the first corner, onto the curb, use as much of that possible. We've got too much gas into the next one. Back into the rich road once more. Using that rich mode as much as we can to gain.
We predict Mansell to pit within the next couple of laps.
onto the grass once more. Gotta be careful with that. That could cost us a warning, and it will eat our tyres away. And we've gone too deep into the corner here. That's going to cost us a lot of time. Just goes to show I am not the fastest here.
Carry on with the job you're doing.
By far.
You're keeping up with race pace. Keep pushing. Pit in this lap. Come into the pit to the end of this lap. Okay, we need you to be lapping in the low 1 minute 12 range. Low 12. Okay, it looks like the car ahead is trying to create a gap. He's running full revs, maximum power.
And we're now pushing as much as we can to try and catch up with Mansell.
We're ready for you. Box in this lap.
And into the pits we go one last time. This has now got to last us. Fingers crossed anyway. Going to save as much fuel as we can while we're in the pits. It all counts on now.
Complete. Go now. The track is clear. Track is clear.
But we now come out ahead of Berger. And in 4th place.
You're on
One
the
car.
slower tyre, but you're maintaining the gap to the car ahead.
Oh
so
my
we're
god,
very
these
happy.
tyres.
This is good.
Very cold indeed. Got to take it nice and easy in these first few laps while they start to warm up.
You're ahead of Berger. Try to increase the gap.
But they're now starting to get some heat inside of them. So Villeneuve is also in the pits. And that means we retake 3rd place.
You're now running in 3rd. Let's hang on to this.
But I do believe the other 2 cars do still have to pit. Oh, screw you. But we just got a warning for corner cutting. That was... This is more like drifting now. We need to stop this. Because we need to... This is our last pit stop, and doing stuff like this is not helping. But now it's just a matter of time, like when is Mansell going to make that pit? But we are pulling away from 4th place Berger, and he is dropping behind like a stone.
3+ gap to the car behind, 3+.
And again onto that grass. Put into rich mode once more. Still no sign of them pitting as of yet. And once again into the rich mode, we've really got to figure out and get some consistent laps in. Surely they've got to pit soon within the next few laps, but they're inside the pits right now. There's Mansell, and we overtake into 1st place. Yes.
Looks like he's going for a shorter stint.
But we now take the lead. Now we just got to push down. We've still got +2 laps of fuel, so we're using this stuff efficiently, clearly.
The gap to the car behind is 6 seconds, 6 seconds.
Is this going to be another purple lap? Please be... No, it's not. It's completely, tragically slow. But we now have just 2 laps left in this race. got plus 1 lap left of fuel, so we're just going to basically stay in rich mode until we kind of use that all up. This is our time to, our chance rather, to do some purple laps. But I don't think this one is gonna be that. No, it's 0.2 seconds slower.
To be your finishing position, so let's make sure to keep it clean and bring the car home safely. You're putting a good distance between yourself and the car behind.
And this could be a faster lap here. Let's come on. You little son of a bitch. Yes! And you can just hear the crowd cheering as we set another fastest lap. But we are now 7 seconds ahead of Mansell, so Jesus, he fell back. He was actually really competitive at the start of this race. That was maybe before I got in my groove of things. Who knows? We're going to the optimal, so we just used the right amount of fuel there. Used a bit more near at the end. The tyres though are just on the border of starting to go a bit off, a bit badly worn. So that's good, especially the front ones, they're going quite dark amber. But here we go across the line in Estoril. Victory is ours. And it's a glorious win. That was a good fight with Mansell near the start, which kind of made it so. Thank God that was over, and the fastest lap was 1:11.266. So here we go with the points. Damon Hill, well, that's me, who came first, with Nigel Mansell in second. Eddie Irvine came third, getting his bright 15 points, with Villeneuve in fourth with 12, with David Coulthard following shortly behind. So let's have a look at the Drivers' Championship. We're now 55 points ahead of Nigel Mansell, gaining another few points. Eddie Irvine is 91 points behind, with Villeneuve in fourth with 110 points behind. So it's kind of close in between Eddie Irvine and Villeneuve. But in regards to me and Nigel, I think it's kind of game over. Obviously, if I crash in the next race, there might be a chance for him if he comes first in that race. But let's see how things go. In regards to the constructors, let's not even bother looking at that, because we have got that hands down. There's no way that they can win. We have got it. There's only 25 points per, each car, and let's face it, that only one of those cars is going to be with decent points. So I'm feeling quite confident in regards to that. But that's it for this episode, guys. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment if you do enjoy this series. And I'll see you next time.